Welcome to English Today with Sir V, Series 1. Series 1 is a collection of exemplar lessons based from the most essential learning competencies in Grade 8 English, Quarter 3 in particular. In Part 3, you learn the transitional words and phrases are used to achieve a clear, logical flow of thought from sentence to sentence and from paragraph to paragraph. But that is not the only way. Pronouns, words that rename noun and noun phrases, can also connect one sentence to the next to guide the reader through a paragraph. Pronouns are useful in various ways, but writers must know how to use pronouns appropriately to avoid confusion and ensure both coherence and cohesion. This lesson will outline how to use pronouns appropriately to write a cohesive paragraph. To help you figure out the importance of this lesson, let's analyze some sentences. As you read, locate the antecedents or the nouns that the underlined pronouns replace or rename in the following sentences. Let's read and analyze sentence number 1. After the students left the rooms, the janitors cleaned them. Did the janitors clean the students or the rooms? In that sentence, your common sense tells you the janitors cleaned the rooms and didn't clean the students. Sometimes, you can count on context or common sense to help figure out which a pronoun goes with which antecedent. But you shouldn't have to. Let's have the second sentence. The teacher was speaking to Leo, and he looked unhappy. Who looked unhappy? The teacher or Leo? In the second sentence, no clue exists as to whether the teacher or Leo looked unhappy. Those sentences are examples of unclear pronoun reference, which will confuse and frustrate readers. From those sample sentences, you realize that unclear pronoun reference can also be problems in writing. It is because it's so easy to get in a hurry when you write and forget that you need to think about how clear your writing will be for your readers. But these problems are easy to correct once you realize the errors and just pay close attention to the pronouns you are using in your writing. That said, let us now learn some common pronoun reference errors as well as techniques on how to avoid them. Pronouns are useful tools to use in one's writing for several reasons. One reason is that pronouns help writers avoid repeating a noun monotonously. Pronouns can be used to replace nouns that have been previously mentioned once or several times. Thus, pronouns help writers reduce wordiness. Another reason is that pronouns help readers track essential sentence elements. If readers have verbal cues to follow, such as pronouns and transitional words and phrases, they can create connections between information in the paragraph to trace a unified sequence of ideas. Let's read sample paragraph 1. What is the problem in the sample paragraph? The problem in the sample paragraph is that no pronouns are used. Remember, a paragraph that does not use any pronouns can be exhausting for the reader because it is excessively wordy, especially since long noun phrases are repeatedly used. For example, the largest snake in the place, which is repeated 4 times in the paragraph. Remember also, pronouns can be difficult to use correctly. Readers must be able to infer the connection between the pronoun and the noun that the pronoun replaces or renames. When using pronouns in your writing, keep in mind exactly who or what you are referring to. Also, ask yourself questions like, how many are we talking about? You do that so that readers envision this same number consistently. Be sure that your noun and pronoun agree in number. That is, singular pronouns must be used to replace singular nouns, and plural pronouns must be used to replace plural nouns. Let's look at a sample sentence. A batter runs the base once they hit the ball. What's wrong with the sentence? Looking at the sentence, you are not sure how many batters are being referred to because the singular noun batter is used. But the plural pronoun they is also used. That sentence can be revised or rewritten in 2 different ways. One way to revise or rewrite the sentence that you have read earlier is, a batter runs the base once he hits the ball. The second way is, batters run the bases once they hit the ball. Pronouns and nouns must not only agree in number, they must also agree in person. You may also ask yourself questions like, are we talking about a person or a thing? Always determine if you want your reader to imagine a person or a thing. A common error that writers make is to refer to a person by using pronouns like it or which or dot. Note, to refer to objects, always use the pronouns it, which, or dot. On the other hand, to refer to a person, use who or whom. Let's read sample paragraph 2. That sample paragraph does not make sense for 3 reasons. One reason is that pronouns are used so often that you as readers cannot trace the references. Looking at the pronouns in the paragraph, you are unsure to whom or to what the pronouns are referring. For example, what is the it or who are they referring to in the paragraph? Can you tell? Absolutely no. So how can we solve this problem? When writing, for instance, you need to name or identify people and things first, the first time they appear in the paragraph, before replacing them with pronouns in the succeeding sentences. The second reason why the paragraph does not make any sense is that some pronouns do not match in number with the nouns they are replacing. For example, in the first sentence, the opening subject is he, which is singular, and the succeeding subject they is plural. If he in sentence 1 refers to Harry, it is Harry in both cases who is having a good day, so the pronoun he should be used instead of they. And the third reason why the paragraph does not make sense is that pronouns used to describe people are describing objects, and the pronouns used to describe objects are describing people. For example, in the second sentence, which should not be used because the sentence refers to people. Instead, who should be used. Sample paragraph 3 will show you correct and clear pronoun references. It is the actual passage from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. As you read, pay attention to how the pronouns are properly used to control cohesion in the paragraph. How effective is the use of pronouns to control cohesion in sample paragraph 3? There are several reasons why sample paragraph 3 is cohesive and easy to understand. First, there is a mix of nouns and pronouns. Second, all nouns and noun phrases are identified before pronouns are used to replace them. Third, pronouns correctly refer to people or objects. And last, pronouns match in number within the nouns they are replacing. To sum it all up, when using pronouns in a paragraph, you need to make sure it is clear who or what the pronouns are referring to, because a paragraph will not be cohesive if pronouns are improperly used. Now, let's answer the practice exercise. You did a lot of work today. Good job!